Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys, I'll be checking out this video from Officer Tatum, and it's titled White College Student Deprogram in Under a Minute on White Privilege. And you guys, I'm excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Officer Tatum has for us in this video.
I grew up as a white man, and you're the exact opposite, you know? And so it's like my experiences are going to be different from yours.
How come?
I think, there's a thing of like white privilege.
What privileges do you have that I don't have?
Oh, wow, you're getting me good.
Well, that was fast. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, ladies and gentlemen, we have an exclusive discount on this particular jacket. We have the black version, the red version, and also this gray jacket. Premium jacket. I'm making premium merch specifically for the Tatum brand line. So if you go on right now, you can see it. It has this embroidered Tatum right here for the Signature Tatum brand, and then also a leather patch. I'm telling you guys, I've tested this in the wash and dryer. Dry clean this jacket. This is a real leather patch here. If you dry it, it's going to have the leather is going to fold around the edges. So dry clean this jacket when you get it. It is a premium jacket. Great material on the inside, pockets on the inside, zip up pockets on the side. This is probably the coldest jacket you're going to be able to buy on the market, in my personal opinion, for only $95. But for the time being, we're having a discount, 30% off. If you put in jacket 30, you'll get 30% off this jacket. Do it now because we don't have a lot of jackets left. And so jacket 30, get you 30% off this jacket. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the quickest and most effective way to end the discussion on white privilege. This is it. You don't need to talk about it. No, you ain't to argue with nobody. There's no person that can overcome this beatdown and proving why white privilege is a complete myth, in my opinion. Now, shout out to the young lady, Sav. I think her name is Sav with one N. Sav with one N. Her link is right here. The right wing angel, Oliver Mack. Shout out to Oliver Mack for putting out all the good content. I like reviewing the stuff that he put out there. So, with that being said, let's watch this clip. The obliteration of the term white privilege in under 1 minute. Roll the clip.
A white man, and you're the exact opposite, you know? And so it's like my experiences are going to be different from yours.
How come?
I think, there's a thing of like white privilege.
What privileges do you have that I don't have?
Oh, see, that's a question I keep asking myself, because like in this day and age, like all the laws, I say all the laws.
She went in on him. Straight
it's
up.
hard to speak on something I'm not fully knowledgeable of, so like I'm sorry if I like make a mistake in saying this, but it's
Don't you think it's a problem in society when white people think that they have more privileges than brown or black people?
Yeah, and I think that's sort of the agenda that's pushed off, because personally, it's like, not that I think I'm more privileged than anyone else, because I had to work to get where I was, and that's like the...
So why do you have that mentality immediately where you kind of apologize to me, like, let's talk about privilege, let's talk about, I'm a white man in America, so we could have grown up differently.
I got you.
Why is that your first initial reaction to me as a brown woman?
Wow, you're getting me good. See, these are the kind of conversations that I love having.
I love that he owned up immediately.
I think it comes from a place of like, I wouldn't say caution, but like in this day and age, people are so quick to judge and react and cancel. And so I guess it's that like caution to go into an interview like this. I'm like, I don't know where we're at, but now I know where we're at, and I can like go for real.
Now, let me say this, because I shout out to this young man. In no way, form, or fashion am I, bashing him or making him look, because I felt like he was incredibly honest, and I know exactly where he's coming from. You got to watch what you do depending on what interview, because he see a brown girl and he think it's woke. So he got to follow the wokeness. And I would argue that most people in our generation don't believe this stuff, and they know it's bullcrap, but they have to follow the woke. They have to follow in lockstep, or people will cancel them and get mad at them and call them a racist. But listen, white privilege is a made up term that people find that they can gain leverage by expounding or expressing. They can gain leverage politically, and they can gain leverage emotionally. Because if they were to say there's this proverbial white privilege, therefore it absolves you of any of your failures. If you're a black person in America and you failing and you ain't getting a good job and you failing at life, you sucking at life, you don't need to look in the mirror. Because there ain't nothing you can fix on your own. It's the white man. It's white privilege. The reason you don't have what your neighbor has is because you black and they white. It ain't because they work way harder than you. Exactly. And that they stayed out of trouble. They're not in the criminal justice system. They haven't had kids out of wedlock. They got married. They got an education. None of that matters. It's just because they're white and you black. I wish that people would understand that this is a tool and mechanism that the left does in order to keep us separated so they can pick us apart. They want the black man to not talk to the white man. They don't want you to partner with him, because if you partner with him, y'all will realize that they the problem. Y'all will realize that they're the ones push Jim Crow. The government enforced Jim Crow, encroached on people and enforcing a law that I would argue that people really may or may not even want it to be in place. The government was responsible. Just like you look at the Democrat Party, and people, it's funny to me that like educated black folks support the Democrat Party. Now, if you're not educated, I get it. You can get tricked emotionally. But if you're educated, Democrat Party was the party of slavery. Do we not forget that? The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, the freedom of slaves, the right to vote, or the citizenship, and then the right to vote, were all unanimously voted on by Republicans. Democrats were not unanimously in favor of it. Civil Rights Act, Democrats were not unanimously in favor of it. It was the Republicans. And I don't understand why people are falling short on this. The filibuster, I think it was the longest filibuster in history, was against the Civil Rights Act by the Democrats. And then they say the party switched. No, they didn't. What you mean they switched? You mean there was a light switch that went boop, boop, and then they all of a sudden people woke up and like, now I'm a Democrat now. I'm a Republican now. That's not how they making up stuff. The Dixiecrats, two people, one in the Senate, one in the House, switched parties. That was the only Republicans that switched to Democrats, or Democrats that switched to Republicans. That were racist. Only two people. That was the big switch. No, it's not. Go look at the worst cities to live in as a black person in America, all run by Democrat. It's the same soup warmed over. They were enthralled in slavery. They were the reason slaves existed in America. Republicans were against slavery. Then you go down the list, you say Jim Crow. Democrats were for Jim Crow in the Jim Crow South. Democrats. And then you go to today, you say the worst cities and the conditions that black people are complaining about being in, you keep voting for Democrats. And Democrats are running your cities. Your education system is not as good. The Democrat is running your city, not the Republicans. But you know, that's just me. I'm glad that Savvy destroyed the argument, not the person, but the argument. Because there's no legitimate argument for white supremacy in the United States of America. There is no white supremacy. White people have to get up off there and work too. My wife didn't have no privilege. Matter of fact, I had more privilege than she did. I had a full scholarship. She had to pay for her school. Her parents didn't just have a silver spoon handed to them. Her father's a police officer, worked hard his whole life. In law enforcement like I'm in law enforcement. He's a first responder like my dad. My dad was a firefighter. Still is. Ain't nobody got nothing handed to him just because you white, just because you black. If you ask me, I'm going to be honest, I think there's a privilege of being black in America today. And then everybody's scared to say nothing about you. And if you go on a job, they'll hire you because you're black. Come on, man. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one. Get you one of these jackets. I'm out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I put out 3 videos a day. So make sure you go to the playlist that says new video and watch more videos. Subscribe to this channel. Let's go, baby.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting one from Officer Tatum. I agree with everything Officer Tatum said in this video. And as for the white dude that was being interviewed, I love that he was so honest and he immediately owned up. And once he had the opportunity to speak the truth, he just spoke nothing but the truth. I love that for him. And you guys, let me know your thoughts on this white privilege. Do you think that white privilege exists? For me, I do not think there's anything like white privilege. There is no white man that is out there that is being handed a free meal ticket to life without working hard for himself. I have seen so many black people or people with color that are incredibly successful, and I have also seen people that are white who are so poor and even living on the street. And one thing I know is that once you work hard in life, you achieve whatever you want to achieve, no matter your skin color or even your race. Let me know what you guys think about this video. It was such an interesting one, listening to Officer Tatum state the fact, and I always love to listen to him talk. He said nothing but the truth in this video. I feel the people who are clamoring about white privilege are just the people that don't want to work hard, the lazy ones, thinking that everything will be handed to them because they are white or because of their skin color. I think they are living in a bubble, and very soon it's going to explode in their faces. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I really had fun reacting to this video. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And this is me officially signing out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.